Welcome to Sunshine Art and Drawing. Today I'm going to be drawing, not really, I'm going to be painting, and I thought for fun I'm going to try and paint with Skittles. Now Skittles themselves have a candy coating, and that candy coating has colouring in it, and if you put the Skittles into something small, I've chosen these little plastic containers because I had them spare, and I think there are 5 colours. And we're going to add a little bit of water to each one, mix it together, and then we're going to use that as watercolour. Let's see how that turns out. Now I thought I would paint this. So I'm going to be doing a drawing and then painting this design. So let me pop this out and I'll show you what it is. The reason I got this is because I had a huge wave of nostalgia when I was walking past them in the kids aisle. I always have a look in the kids aisle because sometimes you find cool art stuff there. But I saw this and it just hit me with nostalgia. And the reason it did is because it smells like strawberries. Now it's a little doll in a little cupcake container, and you can pop this outside and she becomes a cute little doll. So I will show you that. So you take this sort of silicone skirt and you pop it down. Whoop, pop. And then you pop her dress down. And then she's a little princess. How adorable is that? And I know it's a doll, it's a little kid's toy, but it's so cute, and the smell, it just reminds me of my childhood. It's this rubber kind of silicone bottom that smells, and it smells like strawberries, like that strawberry kind of lolly smell. But I thought this might be a fun thing to kind of draw. And then this little, I guess it's the top of the cupcake, but you can put it around her chin and it becomes a little sun hat. Like so. And she has a little brush, so you can brush her hair. But very cute little toy. I think it was about $7. It wasn't expensive, but I thought that might be a fun design for me to do. So let me pop this box to the side, and I might just sort of sit her down like that. So it's kind of easy for me to see. And that's a little brush, so I'll put that with it. But it's super cute and it smells delicious. Like the whole room now smells like strawberries. That's why I had it in the box, because it has a real strong smell and I want to kind of keep it. So I sort of kept it in the box ready for today so that you guys could see it. Anyway, let's get started with the Skittles. So first things first, we need to get the Skittles out of the box. There's a little tab right here somewhere. And I'm always on the lookout for cheap art supplies, and this was $1. So if you're having trouble affording art supplies, I'm just trying to figure out how it opens. Yeah, obviously where the tab is. I think there's like a little try and dig. There we go, got it. There's a little hole and then they tip out. So let's try and get them out. Try and keep them on the desk. Hey. They're not really a rainbow because they're missing blue. But anyway, so I'm going to pop each of the colours into their respective little tubs. So as you can see, each one has their Skittles in there. There's only like 4 orange ones. Strange. And we're going to add a small amount of water to each one. So I'm going to do that off to the side because it's going to make a mess on my desk if I do it right here. So water to the side here, let's get that going. And we don't need very much water, so I'll try and do it on camera. But I don't want to do it right over the paper. Just a tiny amount, you don't need much. Maybe like a centimetre of water. that's probably a bit too much, but that'll be fine. But let's do a little bit of a test. And we'll see how much colour comes out. So this one's the red. That's not bad. Watercolour red. It'll probably get darker as it sits for a bit. And I might need just to wash off my brush. I add like a little bit of water over here in a cup. Let's try the orange. I'm not expecting the orange to be very dark because there's only a couple of orange in there. But orange. It smells delicious too. It smells like candy. Go yellow. Might not even need all these colours. I kind of just need like a pinky colour. But yellow. They look like watercolour. Now I wasn't sure if this was going to work before I tried it. I had seen it on a couple of those like art hack type channels, showing like different things you can do. The colours aren't very dark, but they probably just need a bit more time to kind of soak in a bit. Maybe put a lid on and I'll shake them up. But there you go. That's not bad. Let me show you. I'll get a close up. So here are the colours. It's quite cute and they actually have a good decent amount of coverage. They're not bitsy or anything like that. We'll let them dry and let's see how that turns out. Might get a lid because I've got some lids for these. They're like little mini sauce bottles. I was going to get a lid on and then it'll give me a chance to give it a shake without making much mess. Okay, so there's our little colour palette. I want to give them a good shake, make sure they're very clean and nice. I have my cup of coffee here because I always have coffee. Okay, so we're going to kind of give an idea of what we're going to do and whether or not we can mix colours. Let's give that a try. So you can see like the colours are very delicate. I kind of like that. There's like a shine to them and I assume that's the sugar. And yeah, like pretty colours. And I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to come back and we'll do a sketch of this little darling and we will do a drawing. It's going to be a bit fun because I don't have all the colours but I think that should be okay. I think we can kind of fudge a couple of colours, you know? Like, I'm sure we can kind of mix the yellow orange together, get a skin tone, and maybe water down the pink a bit. That would make the red. Get this pink. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah. Let this dry and I'll come back. So after a while, these have all dried. I just wanted to show you that. So that's all the ones at the bottom. You can kind of see how shiny they are. And it does kind of watercolour. It's very cute and pretty. So we're going to be drawing our little lovely cupcake princess here. Alright. Let's get started. So we're going to go for some basic shapes because that's going to be the best way. I've just got a little pencil here. So her body is kind of like a sort of a shape like this. So if we imagine that's her hips, we're just going to do some really basic kind of lines and then line across there. So that's going to be her dress. She doesn't have any feet, so that's fine. And then this center part needs to come together because that's going to be her hips. She's got like a big fluffy flowy dress. And then there's no belt, just a shirt. So we're going to come up here to do her little body. And then her dress is kind of like a crossover dress. So if we imagine her shoulders are kind of sort of, we're going to put some basic lines just so that I kind of have them the same. And then it's a crossover with that side in front. So like that, and then the other side like that. That's kind of how her dress goes. And it's sort of sewn around there like that. And then her shoulders are here. And then her arms are kind of bent across her dress. And, you know, just the typical kind of doll hand, which I'm just going to draw sort of as best I can. Like that and like that. Same with this side. Not perfect, but quick sketching. I come up here. Now her head is far too large for her body, but that's most dolls have that sort of design. So kind of her head, and then her hair is like this. And then it's in a hair tie, so I'm trying to do that. And then her hair is very much kind of all the way around her face. Like that. So I do her little curly flippy bit. Like that. And then it curves over that. And then around her head is her, I think it's like a hat or her little cupcake top, which I'm going to do a circle for. And then we can kind of go like this around the edge to show that kind of wavy. Isn't perfect, but it's really just to get it good and well documented down. And then there's like an internal sort of ring. And then from there, that's where the string goes under her chin. And then across to the other side to hold the hat on. And yeah, so if we kind of divide her face down the middle, we'll get a bit of a, I want her eyes to be about there, here. It's good to plan out what you're going to do. She has ridiculously large eyes. And draw those really big. Very small button nose. And then typical sort of doll-like lipstick on her mouth. And just go with the teeth. And yeah, so her pupils are huge. So I'm going to make that take up most of her eye. And a little bit of colour. She has some eyelids, some eyebrows. Does look a little creepy so far, but we're getting somewhere. Now on her dress, she has sort of like these petals that are made of, again, going outwards, made of kind of a, like a netting or something like that anyway. So we're going to draw those in because I want those to be included. They're also on her shoulders, so I'll add that in a second. And then on her shoulders, the same sort of thing. It's supposed to look like that. Yeah. So that's kind of that design there. And then there's a whole heap of swirls and stars all over this part of the dress and this part. This is like pink netting, that's white. And then her hair is like brown. So we kind of got an idea of what we want. We need to grab a pen that works with watercolour, because we're going to be using watercolour. So I recommend these pens. I don't know how much ink is left in this one, and I might have to look for another one. But these pens in particular are waterproof. They are, you can put them on just about anything and they'll stay waterproof. So I'm going to start with her eyes because they look the weirdest, and I think if I get those in, she'll look less weird. So now I've let it dry for a good amount of time. I found that my camera decided to crop the footage of painting this, but I'm not going to let that get me down. So I did sort of a very pale pink for this area using the red mixed with water. And then for the hair and the skin, I mixed some of the colours together to make more skin tone and brown tone. I used green to do the grass underneath. And now I was going to do the pattern that's on her dress. So I'd packed it away just so I didn't get anything on it while I was doing other stuff. So there's a pattern on her dress. Let's pop this out. It's enjoyable every time, because it feels like you're breaking it or you're doing something wrong. But anyway, so straighten her out. Her shoulder straps always look weird to me. There's her little shoulder things. So she's got this pattern on her dress. There. It's glittery. It's very cute. And I'm not sure how to do that, except for I've got a blue glitter pen that could probably do it. So let me just put that there. So I think this is also supposed to sit that way to give her something to stand on, so she looks cute. I have a blue glitter pen somewhere. I bet you won't be able to find it because I want it. You know, it's always that thing of like, anytime you want something you can't find it. Blue glitter pen, look. It's perfect, exactly what I need. So, first of all, there are like swirls. Now, this is pretty dry, so I'm hoping this will work. Let me just test this pen in the corner. Yes, it does work, yay. So we're going to start with some sort of like swirls. Just generally here and there. Bigger ones towards the bottom, littler ones towards the top. That kind of dealio. And the other thing that's on her dress, do some swirls the other way. Oop, sticky. There's also like stars, so I'm going to try and do the, you know, the usual kind of. It's probably not a good star. It's like a Star of David star. It's like a. You do a triangle, and then you do like an upward little foot kind of on the triangle, and then you can give your arms, and then you've got a kind of 5-pointed star. Not a perfect 5-pointed star, by the way. Sure, you can kind of adjust it, make it look better. Kind of what I do, or you can kind of just draw it freehand. For some reason I'm not very good at drawing stars. But we're going to get some down. pen works really well on this, surprisingly. So I'm just going to have a few, not very many. Because it isn't really a lot on her. One of the arms went weird. And then over here. Did find like the little arrow. And then 2 little arms does a pretty decent star. So you're kind of drawing an arrow